can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Tom Aspinall takes on Ciryl Gane this Saturday as the main event of UFC 321. This will be the first official title defense for Tom Aspinall after becoming the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion since John Jones officially retired back in June, I believe it was, of this year. So looking forward to this fight. Tom Aspinall on a 3-fight winning streak, all by first round knockout. Last loss was against Curtis Blades, where he blew his knee out back in 2022. And before that, his last loss was on the regional scene back in 2016. So been on an absolute run at heavyweight, looking very good in his last few fights. Taking on Ciryl Gane, who is on a 2-fight winning streak. Had the TKO over Sergey Spivak back in 2023, and then had a split decision win over Aleksandar Volkov in a fight that he did not win. I think we can all agree that he was that Volkov was kind of robbed in that fight. So, in my opinion, undeserving title shot for Ciryl Gane, taking on an absolute killer in Tom Aspinall, who's going to be 6'5", about 250 pounds in this fight, 32 years old, 78-inch reach. Ciryl Gane, 35, 6'4", 81-inch reach. So he's going to have a 3-inch reach advantage, be a 3 years older, 1 inch shorter. Ciryl Gane, very good kickboxer, very light on his feet, moves very well, very technical. I would give the power advantage to Aspinall, who is just very good everywhere. Got lots of power on the feet, moves like a welterweight, really good grappling, really good submission ability. And I just think he's very dangerous everywhere. He can end the fight wherever it goes. Like I said, absolute finisher in his prime. 32 years old, still very young for the heavyweight division. And I just think that his speed, the accuracy, the grappling, the wrestling, I think all of that, just his overall skill set is going to be a little bit too much for Ciryl Gane. Gane kind of likes to point strike, glide on the outside, pick his shots, whereas, Aspinall, he's looking to put your lights out. He's very tough. He can take a shot. And I just don't think Gane's going to be able to get the respect he needs against Aspinall to kind of keep him from pushing forward, feinting his way into the pocket to land strikes or shoot his takedowns and work his ground and pound game and his submission game. Aspinall has very good speed for the heavyweight division. He's very agile, moves like a welterweight, just really good movement in and out. Really good lateral movement, looking for angles, very light on his feet, bouncing in and out of the pocket, able to kind of evade the offense coming his way from his opponents, and I just don't think that's something that Gane's going to be able to handle. He's usually the guy who's got the good movement and everything, and I think that's going to be kind of nullified by the movement and footwork of Tom Aspinall, who's got a really good 1-2. He'll step in and out of the pocket, then blitz with the 1-2, the same 1-2 that he finished Curtis Blades with. The right hand that he rocked Sergey with, got him out of there with, the 1-2 that he threw down the pipe to drop Tybura. So uses the leg kicks, really heavy leg kicks, to kind of set up his 1-2s. Has a really quick rear high kick that he throws. We saw that against Tybura in their fight. And I just don't think Gane has faced a fighter as versatile as Tom Aspinall. Just from like a striking perspective, someone with the hand speed and the power of Aspinall is somebody I don't think that he's come up against before. Ngannou had the power, but he didn't have like the technique and the versatility, the speed, the movement that Aspinall has, as well as the takedown threat and the grappling threat. I think that Aspinall can win this fight on the feet. I think if it was a pure striking match, I think that he's got the skills to still beat somebody like Gane, but he's also light years ahead of Gane on the ground. Gane has shown that, obviously grappling isn't his forte. He's looking to keep it on the feet. He will shoot takedowns at times, but that's going to be a bad idea against somebody like Tom Aspinall, who, times his takedowns very well, setting them up with his in and out movement, his kicks, his hands. He can get trips from the clinch. He can shoot takedowns from the clinch. He can also, get blast doubles in the middle of the octagon. We saw that against Volkov. I think we saw that against Arlovsky as well. And I think he can catch the kicks from Gane as well to get it to the ground. We saw Volkov doing that with success in their last fight. Aspinall does really good work from the half guard, landing punches, landing elbows, hunting for his guillotines, his kimuras, punishing guys with knees, elbows as they're trying to get back up to their feet. And I think another thing that we can't forget is that Ciryl Gane makes low IQ moves when he's on the ground. In his fight with Ngannou, lost that fight going for a leg lock, went for the same leg lock against Volkov. In their fight, just giving up position, letting Volkov get back up to his feet, letting Volk get back up to his feet, in round 2 with like 30 seconds left in the round instead of just staying there and kind of securing the round. The third round, hunting a Kimura for like 2 minutes versus hustling back up to his feet against Volkov to try and secure that third round as well. I just think Aspinall, he's going to take advantage of those mistakes on the ground. I think that he can end this fight anywhere. I think he can chin Gane on the feet with his hands. I think he can find a sub on the fence, kind of similar to the way that Aspinall found Arlovsky's neck, the same way that John Jones found Gane's neck early in that first round. And I think that he'll be able to dominate him on the ground and, you know, hunt for subs in the process of landing ground and pound. I just think that Aspinall has too many ways to win. I don't see him getting chinned by Gane, nor do I see Gane kind of outpointing him, able to keep it on the feet for 5 rounds in order to win a decision. So I am concerned because Aspinall, you know, we haven't seen him go the distance. We haven't really seen him get tested, honestly. Never been to a third round. So I'm curious if that kind of plays into this fight, if it does go into the championship rounds, how Aspinall looks. Where, you know, I would give that, obviously, that advantage to Gane. Fighting to decisions, fighting in 5-round fights, but I think that Aspinall will get it done before we have to worry about the championship rounds. I think he'll get it done before the end of the third round. I just think I think he's just much better on the ground. Maybe evens on the feet, but I would say that he's got more finishing potential on the feet. I think he's faster as well, and I think that he gets respect on the feet. I think he starts to kind of push Gane back, get him against the cage, shoot his takedowns. And I think he'll eventually get this one to the ground and find the submission. So I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall and get this one done by finish. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets the KO, but I think more than likely he gets a submission win over Ciryl Gane. Thanks.